Hey, 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 hey. Ha, ha. Men, women, and children, hope is in the building. What is going on, Human Hope Podcast? Welcome to episode 3 of the It's Never Too Late series with your host, Carlos Enrique Guzman and Chibol Cabello, or Los for short. Now, it may be episode 3 of the It's Never Too Late series, but it is, it's episode 131 of the Human Hope Podcast. 131. 131. Men, women, and children, how did we get here? How did I have 131 things to say? Y'all that are like OGs are probably like, yeah, you probably only had 75 things to say, but you just really stretched them out. I get it. I get it. How's everyone doing? I am in my pajamas. If you're watching on YouTube, I've got a C on my chest. I don't know if your family does this, but our family, for Christmas, in the morning, you wake up and the first thing you have are pajamas. And then everybody puts on their pajamas. And then you put them on and you sit around and you open presents. And it's awesome. You know, I'm getting to that place. Sorry, if you keep hearing me pause, it's because I'm drinking coffee because I have a lot to do and I need coffee. I'm getting to that age, to that place in life where there's going to be other people involved in our Christmases. I mean, it's kind of already started, but we're going to have to like share our kids. That's a thing. That's a thing. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet, but you know, Heather is very gracious in her, no, of course, like, you know, yeah, I mean, you guys just decide like what family, you know, you're going to spend Christmas morning with or Christmas Eve with. And I'm looking at her like, what, you crazy. No, it's all me all the time. Like the other families can have Halloween. They can have Labor Day. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Kind of. I'm not. I mean, I am. But it's just, you know, it's going to be hard. I guess all this to say there's going to be other people in pajamas in the mornings in my life on Christmas morning. And it's going to be different, and I'm going to embrace it. Brady, you're first up. Brady, you're the first one, bro. Set the precedent for if it's Noah. Noah's Sayona's boyfriend. They've been dating this about the same amount of time that Sohail and Brady have. And then Losiah, I don't know who she's going to be. With her PJs and pajamas. I don't know who's going to be. How is this what we're talking about already? This isn't what I wanted to talk about. I mean, I don't know. Because let me go and tell you, the guest today is me. In my pajamas with my C on, 50-year-old Carlos Enrique Guzman and Chibol Cabello with a little bit of a stuffy nose. It's my show today. Because we've heard from Mimi, inspirational. We've heard from Phil, absolutely magical. And today I took some notes that I want to give you because I'm 50 years old and a month and a half, right? And I feel like how and why do people dread 50? Like, actually, one of the most magical things is I feel like more people listen to me now. Literally from 49 to 50. Just because it's like, oh, I mean, this guy's 50. Like he's earned some stripes or he's earned some gray hair. A lot more gray hair on this beard. Even and God, can we talk about this? How come some of my friends, like I got a friend named JT Witcher. He's my age. He may have one long white hair on his gigantic beard. And I don't think he colors it. Brad Land, how old are you, Brad? Are you close to 50? He's Noah's dad. Your beard is completely colored. How come mine is turned completely white? I look like freaking Santa Claus. Maybe it's because I love Santa Claus so much. Maybe it's because I love Christmas so much. Anyway, 50 has brought about a few more gray hairs. Like they're moving up into my mustache now, which is devastating. I'm not gonna lie, it's devastating. So, what I wanted to do today is just kind of give you just a little update into my 50s. You know, I'm recording this during the week in between packing my parents and moving my parents across the street. And it's a lot. It's a lot of emotion. It's a lot of feelings. It's a lot of life. When people ask me how's life been since your birthday? You know, how are you? Lately, my response is life is full. Life is full. It is like jammed, squeezed into whatever box I'm allowed to have with life. Life is so full. And I think it's full for great things, and I don't want to miss it, right? It's filled with me now getting to take care of my parents while I'm taking care of my adult kids. And I'm not taking care of my adult kids nearly like I was taking care of them before. I think I'm always going to, in some way, take care of their hearts. Still taking care of them financially. Even when they get married, listen, my parents still took care of me financially when I got married. They were helping out. Like that, those things just don't end. And then with my parents, I'm taking care of them financially. I'm taking care of them emotionally, physically now. And so I guess it's like, wow, life is even more full than it was when we had toddlers and infants. Because when we had toddlers and infants, it was just them that I was focused on. Now, as I step into my 50s, it's my kids and my parents and everything that I've created in my professional career. Whereas when I was in my 20s and had kids, like there wasn't a lot to take care of in my professional career. Like I was just trying to make money. Whereas now, like, with employees and there's just a lot of commitments. So life is full and it's good and it's supposed to be this. And I'm grateful that life is full because either life is full or life is empty. And I promise you, you're going to want a full life. And here's the other thing. You can create that full life for yourself. You absolutely can. You can create a life that is full of everything that you want it to have. That doesn't mean that you're not going to have problems in your life, but I'm telling you, you can. It's never too late to craft the life that you want. It's not. It's not too late. And I just want all of you to get to the place today, and I'm going to help you, where you realize that very practically. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some practical examples today. This isn't going to be a long podcast today, but I wanted to give you guys some practical examples on exactly what you need to do in order to realize that it's not too late to get the life that you want. It's not too late to get the job that you want. And once again, this isn't for people in their 50s and over. There are 18-year-olds that think it's too late. There's 23-year-olds. There's 33-year-olds. For all of you, all of us have something that we think we've missed. This week's episode is brought to you by Indeed. Is hiring a challenge? Do you love a challenge? Well, listen, I love a challenge, but I don't love a challenge of hiring by myself, which is why Indeed takes that challenge for me. Y'all know I have been partnering with Indeed for a hot minute, and it's because truly They can help you figure this hiring thing out. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. So instead of spending hours on multiple job sites searching for candidates with the right skills, Indeed's a powerful hiring platform that can help you do it all, right? So Indeed has streamlined hiring with powerful tools that find you matched candidates. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it makes hiring all in one place easy because they bring the candidates to you instead of you having to dig through and find them yourself, right? So Indeed is the only job site where you only pay for applications that meet your must-have requirements. Join more than 3 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Start hiring now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/humanhope. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 job credit now at Indeed.com/humanhope. Just go to Indeed.com/humanhope and support the show by saying that you heard about it on this podcast. Indeed.com/humanhope. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Our next partner is Athletic Greens. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every single day. Why did I start it? Well, I wanted to start it because my gut was giving me problems, but what it ended up doing was giving me so much more than fixing my gut. I take AG1 in the morning, okay, before I do anything else, before even my coffee, and it makes me feel unstoppable. It does, absolutely. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, what in the world is AG1? Well, AG1 is filled, okay, it's a formula that's filled with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients, 75 of them. And because I get all those things, I very quickly noticed that it wasn't just helping me with my gut, it was helping me with my energy level, my focus. I heard that it helps you with your hair, but I'm bald, okay? So it's not helping me with that, but it's helping me with all sorts of stuff. And so why in the world take a bunch of different things when you can just scoop one thing, dump it in, and you are running on with your day? AG1 is delivered to me every single month, so it's super easy to make it a daily habit. I take the little travel packs. I take them with me when I travel. It is awesome. So if you're looking for an easier way to take supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/humanhope. That's athleticgreens.com/humanhope. Check it out. And I did a little study and I did a little research to help us. So I'm going to give you five. I'm going to give you five ways, 5 real life examples and things to do that will help you create the life that you want right now. This feels like the most like Tony Robbins kind of thing. And I'm sorry, I listen, no shame, my guy. I mean, Tony Robbins, great guy. I'm not trying to live your best life now, but I am trying to give a lot of you hope that, that I won't snort into the microphone every single time because I've got a runny nose. I'm going to give you hope that that's not going to happen. And I'm also going to give you hope that you can create this life, that you love. Let's get to it. Short podcast this week. Where'd my notes go? You know what? I'm going to give myself a little music that leads into my 5 ways to help yourself get the life you want because it's never too late. Oh, boom. There it is. Oh, that's the wrong button. How about this one? Oh, yeah, there it is. This is, y'all know this is like the pre-interview music. This is the perfect music to lead into 5 ways practically you can create the life that you want right now because it's never too late. There's been countless examples of individuals finding success after they thought it was too late. We're going to talk about 5. And so again, this is just going to prove, there's proof in the pudding that age should never be a deterrent. Okay. I'm looking at you. Look at me in the eye. You, listen to this. I'm talking to you. It's never too late. So here's 5 ways it's never too late to embark on a new journey, along with real life examples. Honestly, these are super inspiring individuals that defied societal expectations and achieved greatness later in life. Number 1, rediscovering your passion. One way that you can get to the place of understanding it's never too late is by rediscovering lost passions or uncovering new ones. What are those things that I'm going to turn the music off now. It's getting way too much in my feels. What are those things that used to make you jump for joy, that you couldn't wait to do, that you no longer do? Right? For many of us, there's things that we have that we loved to do when we were younger that we don't do anymore. And for a lot of us, our future endeavors may hinge on those things, and we've stopped doing them. And then also, what are ways that you can uncover new passions, right? Like take Vera Wang, for example. Okay, Vera Wang, you all know who she is. If you don't, she's a successful fashion designer. She had a successful career as a figure skater. This is not a lie. Vera Wang was a figure skater, okay? A successful figure skater. How many of us can say that? Do I have any Human Hope fam that are successful figure skaters? And she was a fashion editor, but an editor, as in she's writing about fashion. But she didn't start her own fashion line until she was 41 years old. 41. Hey, at 41, she tapped into her passion for design, and she carved out a very significant place for herself in the fashion industry. I love that. She used the passion that was inside of her already, and she used that as fuel to create something new. Wow. I just think, what are things even in my life? I mean, who knows? I just fell in love with pickleball. Maybe I'll end up being like a top pickleball ranked coach in America. I don't know. It could be something. I didn't start fly fishing till I was in my 40s. And now I'm all but a fly fishing guide to my friends. There's so many things I discovered later in life that I love doing now that I definitely could end up. I wouldn't surprise myself if I ended up just hanging the phone up, being like, hey, deuces Insta Familia. Like I've loved it. It's been a great run. Find me on a river in Montana, because that's what I'm going to be doing every day. So what are those things in life that you had passion for when you were younger? Or what are new passions that are springing up now? What are things that interest you right now? Number 2, acquisitions of new skills. I mean, literally, I love to learn. One of the things that I decided to do many years ago was to, I made a decision to always learn something new every year. And I've talked about this on a podcast before. But so every year I think, what is something I want to learn to do? So, I mean, I've done everything from knife making to magic to, this may sound dumb, but learning everything I know about how to grill. Yes, magic was a total failure. To fly fishing, knife making was a failure. Fly fishing was not. To being a photographer, and a lot of these things ended up continuing on in my life to where now I've got all these new skills. And of course, for me, if you know me, I have such an addictive personality that, when I'm in the middle of learning knives, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to stop being an author and I'm going to become a knife maker. And this is what I'm going to do for a living. Now that's just me. But what are skills? What's something that you can be a rookie at the beginning of the year and just be better at by the end of the year. I've done so many. Trust me, ask my wife. What are some other ones that I've done? A DJ. I decided I want to learn to be a DJ, so I bought 2 turntables and a microphone. This was in early 2000s. I don't know where those things went. That didn't work out. So again, never doubt your ability to learn or acquire new skills, regardless of your age. It's never too late to start learning and fine-tuning abilities. Okay? How about this? Harlan Sanders. Have you ever heard of him? Harlan Sanders, ever? Oh, wait a second. Is it because you also know him as Colonel Sanders? That's right. He founded Kentucky Fried Chicken at the age of 62. 62. So wait, you're telling me I got 12 more years before I finally figure out what I'm going to do that's going to change the world. He honed his cooking skills over the years, developing his iconic secret recipe, and then he started this franchise empire all over the world. Y'all, 62. He started cooking. I met a lady at this mastermind a couple weeks ago who was voted the best cupcake in Nashville. I'm going to have to find her information. I'm just saying this off the top of my head. Put it in the show notes. But and now she's full-time making cupcakes. I want to say she's in her 50s, maybe 60s. Black don't crack sometimes. You don't know. She looked good. But I know she was a little older than me. She told me. And now she's got this cupcake empire. So acquire some new skills, people. Do it to a trip. Once again, Human Hope is partnering with Hiya Children's Vitamins. Y'all, typical children's vitamins are basically candy in disguise, right? Filled with 2 teaspoons of sugar, all kinds of chemicals and other stuff that you don't want your kids to have. That's why Hiya was created, okay? While most kids' vitamins have all that sugar, Hiya does not. It's made with 0 sugar, 0 gummy stuff, but it tastes amazing and it's perfect for your picky eaters, okay? It's been formulated not by just pediatricians, but with the help of nutritional experts. Hiya is pressed with a blend of 12 organic fruits and veggies, and then they supercharge it with 15 essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin D, B12, C, zinc, and so much more. I have been getting Hiya vitamins for a while, and my family loves it. So we've worked out a special deal with Hiya for their best-selling children's vitamins. Receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you got to go to hiyahealth.com/humanhope. This deal is not available on the regular website. Go to hiyahealth.com/humanhope and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults. How about this one? We have a hard time doing this one. Embrace the change. Embrace change. Change is constant, and it's never too late to adapt to a new environment or career. Heather and I were just talking in bed because I put up a story about how my wife decided, although I have a lot of change happening in my life, my wife decided to change the bedroom while I went to write. And I came back home after moving my parents or packing my parents and all this change that's happening. And now my bedroom has changed. And so I was like, oh, which side of the bed should I sleep on? And I asked the Instafamilia because Heather's like, I don't care what side, you just tell me. And people were shooketh that we just will change where we sleep. You do understand that change is something so valuable. It's such a valuable tool to spark creative ideas in you. Now, I'm not saying everyone's got to change the side of the bed that they sleep on. People are like, you're a serial killer. What, do serial killers not sleep on the same side of the bed? That's what people kept saying. So change is constant. It's never too late to adapt to a new environment. How about this one? Y'all know her, Martha Stewart. She's an example of someone who found success later in her life. Right? She started her own catering business at 35. Y'all probably thought Martha Stewart had her own show at 20. No. And she later ventured into publishing and television. Today, right? She is an entrepreneur. Did I say that incorrectly? Entrepreneur. She's a lifestyle expert. She's a media personality. She's been to prison. So she's like a G. She's best friends with Snoop Dogg. Like there's things in Martha Stewart's life that in her 30s she had no idea was going to happen. So I need y'all to know that are listening to this podcast in your 30s, Embrace change. Another one, your life experience. We all have life experience that we can utilize. Life experiences, they often do provide unique perspective. And so the more life experience you have, again, change sides of your bed, you'll have more life experience. It's never too late to tap into the wisdom gained from those experiences. I tell people all the time, fail. Try things and fail. I try to fail. If I'm not failing 3 times a week, that means I'm not trying hard enough. And that means that I'm not gaining life experience if I'm not failing, right? So it's never too late to tap into that. How about this one? This school teacher, okay, her name was Anna Mary Robertson Moses, better known as Grandma Moses, began her painting career at, get this, age 78. Her simple yet captivating artwork literally gained her international recognition, and it turned her into an iconic art icon at age 78. It's never too late. So utilize that life experience. And then last but not least, and all y'all have this, and you've all done this already, overcome adversity. Adversity should never be something that gets in your way of pursuing dreams. It's something that you can overcome and use to help you get to your dreams. Prime example, and I like this guy. His name's Carlos, but it's not me. Carlos Botong Francisco. He is a Filipino muralist, and he began his journey while he was in prison. Did I say journalist or muralist? Hopefully I said muralist because that's what he is, not a journalist. Despite facing adversity, his talent flourished in prison, and he went on to become one of the Philippines' most celebrated painters of all time. Adversity. What are you stuck in right now? What do you feel? I mean, ask yourself that question. What do you feel is stopping you from achieving your dreams? What do you feel like is the adversity that is in the way of you saying, you know, you're right, Carlos, it's never too late? There is something that's stopping you. There's a lie that you're telling yourself that you believe. Listen, regardless of your age, it's essential to remember that life isn't a timeline. It doesn't, like, you don't have to, especially in America, like we think to ourselves, like, married in your 20s, raising kids in your 30s, you know, super successful in your career by your 40s, 50s, you're going to start having grandkids, 60s, you're going to retire, 70s, you're going to just play with your grandkids full time, and then 80s, you die. No, thank you. No, thank you. Talk to the hand. That's not going to be me, and it's not going to be you either. There's no timeline you have to adhere to. I hope that this series was helpful for many of you, and by the downloads, I can tell that it is, to start dreaming again. And I want you to all know that it's never too late. It's not. That's it. Well, how about that? Do you guys like these little shorter podcasts? I don't know. I'll be able to tell by how many of you listen to the whole thing through. Dr. Delight. All right. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week. Men, women, and children, hope is in the building. Hey.